Sex. Ben, producer Ben told us that we need to really grab people's attention when we start talking. What better way to do so?
Yes, all about sex, baby.
Talk about sucking dick.
We did have a good previous episode on sex with sex coach Danielle from
Yes,
earlier in the year. So if y'all have not listened to that episode, please go do so. I honestly think that's probably one of our most listened to
that
episodes.
doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a top tier episode.
It was good. Oh, that was so fun. I miss it there. We went to the
I
lot after that.
I know. Well, I'm Coach Kiki, if y'all don't know.
And I'm Coach Becken, and this is our podcast called Champagne Gains. If you didn't know that,
Welcome. I hope y'all are drinking champagne since Becken and I can't right now.
it's fucking 9 days, baby. I have like 3 bottles of wine here. I have 1 bottle of champagne, 2 bottles of wine ready to go for me.
When you get back.
Yes.
So we're still gonna have to go to a grocery store or a liquor store to get
Yeah,
you some.
exactly. We got
Yeah.
to get the canned champagne. That's my post workout. Uh, but sorry, my post show, my post show meal.
It's all you
Unfortunately,
get
not my
post
post workout meal.
all you get post show is champagne.
Yes. Yeah. So, what's new in your world?
Uh Kiki the athlete is in prep.
Prepping.
We are prepping, we are losing body fat. And honestly, I feel pretty good. Um,
You should.
I I was coaching at a show in Texas this past weekend, and I was exhausted. Um, but I was like, it's like you had that like it was like I had the adrenaline and I
Mhm.
was just running on adrenaline all weekend, so I didn't really realize that I was hungry or tired. I was just like checking off the boxes for myself as the athlete and then focusing on Danielle. Um, and then yeah, and then we were tightening up.
Yeah, dude, it's I like that in prep, like when you are so busy that you're not even thinking about anything else. That was me yesterday. I was like just going, like it went so fast. Um,
Yeah.
which is just amazing because that's what I need, right? I just need the days to go by fast and be here. And it's just like I have such weird countdowns in my head, like, okay, it's 9 days to the show, it's 5 days till I leave for, to get to the airport, it's 6 days till I see Kiki. It's like all of the things.
All of the countdowns.
Yeah.
My countdowns right now are obviously seeing you and Lacey, and then I have an imaginary countdown of when I'm competing because I have no idea still.
That takes some grit, dude, but that's awesome. Like so many people want the date on the calendar, but you're just trusting the process.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I like checked in and I was pretty happy with my check-ins on Tuesday, and it's been a hot minute since I had a high carb day.
Yeah.
Uh, like 2+ weeks. So I was like, oh dude, yeah, he's gonna give me a high day before my leg day on Wednesday. And he was like, we're just gonna ride the low. And I was like, okay, cool. Honestly, it hasn't been that bad. Like uh I'm not even like I don't even think I'm like I'm obviously hungry, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
And
I
it's hard to explain because I'm tightening up and like I'm dropping fat. Um, but it's like I don't know. Yesterday, I decided to go into town to do, because I do some of my cardio fasted and then some post workout. And I was like, yo, I'm just gonna go drive into the gym and do my stairs fasted. Because normally I do treadmill fasted because I have it here. But I'm like, no, Coach Ben says he prefers the stairs for himself. So I'm like, and I don't have to worry about like blowing up my quads or anything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go in and do stairs. And I was like, I felt great. I was in my big Savage hoodie.
Yes.
Um, and I was like dripping. And I probably burned like 1100 some calories before 9 a.m. And then I got home and I was like, oh, I don't really want to eat right now because I know it's just gonna soak up inside me. Um, but I ate and then I like deep cleaned my house. I was like cleaning my windows, like cleaning these little like pockets on my slide door that had like just like random dirt. I deep cleaned my car because I'm like, oh, I'm driving to Chattanooga. And no one else is, so I'm gonna need my car to drive people around. So I want to make it look clean. And they were like rice cake crumbs that I was vacuuming up.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And I was just on a roll. And then I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that because I have legs, so I shouldn't like expend all my energy. And then I was just, and then you sent your post-workout check-ins yesterday, and I was like, oh fuck, like let's go. And I was just balls to the wall
Hell
in
yeah.
in the gym yesterday. I had to like stop myself. I'm like, no, Kiki, you're this is enough. You've been out here for a couple hours. It's time to be done.
It's time to go. It's so hard. Like when you said you asked me one day, like, how did your glute workout feel? I was like, I felt great. I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Like you're like, you will continue to feel like that for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so hard because I'm like, oh, I could go more. I could do more. You want me to do lateral raises after all my workouts? You want me to do this, and this? Sure, I will do
Till I
whatever.
die.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was a long tangent of
No, that was great. I feel like what you were saying about not feeling hungry. I feel like I definitely get hungry, but it doesn't show in the sense of like physical, like, oh, my tummy's growling. Like I'm just like all of a sudden, I'm just a bitch. Like I'm just like getting like, what the fuck? And then I am like, oh, you probably should eat, dear. Like,
I get like kind of quiet because I was talking to one of the expediters backstage on Saturday. Well, and then I was like talking to him on my new Instagram, Keekers Laugh IFBB Pro, no underscore. Um, and he was like, "Are you close to a show? You were definitely a little bit uh quiet." And I was like, "Oh, I guess."
sorry. That's so interesting. Like, what a thing to say. I've gotten the you look tired and like as I should. Like,
Yeah, you probably should be tired if you're getting ready to step on the national stage
yeah,
and with the right conditioning that you're in. So,
yeah. It's normal. I
yeah,
am I'm ready to step on the national stage.
you are. You
Round
are.
two, baby.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. I think it's the national stage is obviously so exciting. It's something that like competitors like, even before people do their first show, they're like, I want to turn pro. And I'm like, really?
That
Um,
is something that like I definitely, well, it wasn't until after I did my first show. So I got that going for me. But like I remember immediately did all the research on like, okay, how does one turn pro? And I remember saying to someone, I was like, you just have to get top two at a national show. It can't be that hard. 4 fucking years later, here we are.
easy, easy.
Easy money, baby. It's so fucking stupid. I'm so pissed at myself, like thinking back on that because it is not easy. Like,
No.
I still, you know, just like, just because you're nationally qualified doesn't mean that you're ready to step on a national stage. But I still get in my head like, uh, maybe I'm not ready, even though I just got second place at the national show. Like, because it's been like such a long process that you have to realize how fucking hard it is. Like, don't don't be fucking delusional, basically, and think that you're just gonna go and it's gonna be easy and you're gonna go pro at your first national show or even get first fucking call outs at your first national show.
And I think it's just like as much as it is like being a pro, like it's a privilege, it's also a privilege to step on the national stage.
Mhm.
Um, in a couple different senses. Like obviously you need to fit the criteria in terms of your muscularity and your shape and like your actual physique, but you also need to mentally be ready to step on the national stage for a chance to go pro.
Mhm.
Um, some people say like act like a pro before you go pro, which I kind of get, but it's like you also need to act like a national level competitor
Right.
to step on the national level stage.
Mhm. Yeah, it was, I mean, my first national, it's a very humbling experience. And I didn't do, so first show 2020 and then first national show was in 2022 and I still wasn't ready. Like, I mean, I was a little delusional then still. Like,
I mean, I was too. I think like at that point in my coaching career, I was like, oh yeah, Beckon, you're ready to step on the national stage. No.
well, looking back at like, I love seeing all my progress pictures throughout the years come up. Like Snapchat always shows me like on this day, however many years ago, I'm just like, oh, she's so cute. Or like last year, like last summer, oh, she's so big. But
I
yeah,
mean, we would have saved a lot, like not you necessarily because you only did one, but like I would have saved a lot of time. Um,
mhm,
and money if I would have went through my amateur career a little bit differently. I
yeah.
did one regional show my first year of competing, and then the next year I didn't even do a warm-up show. I went straight into junior USAs and straight into junior nationals, and that was the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like and then I like took a long time off. I did the Arnold Amateur, which is technically like it's a pro qualifier. I wouldn't call it necessarily a national show. But after that show, that is when I was like, yo, you are going to do everything in your fucking power to get back on stage and deserve to be on the national stage the next time you do.
Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, that is a huge driving, like just being, I mean, sure, go do a national show if you want to get humbled. But, like, it definitely gives you that drive to like, okay, well, that sucked. So let's actually do this right. Take some time off to grow and get out of your fucking head and stop being delulu and thinking like just because you got nationally qualified at a show with where there was three other bikini competitors that you were ready to step on the national stage. Okay, like yeah, you're gonna get nationally qualified if you win by default. Like
Dude,
that
when
doesn't
I
mean
my first show that I got nationally qualified for in 2017, it used to be top five.
oh, mm-hmm.
Baby, I got fifth place.
Hell yeah, dude.
No reason for me to be thinking about the national stage. Like I needed time on the amateur level and to grow
Mhm.
and build my physique. I mean, conditioning has never been an issue for me. Um, but like you need to make sure if you're going wanting to go into a national show that you are, you know, you have the physique, you have the muscularity, you have the conditioning. You're not doing stupid shit like not paying attention to your water intake or like some of these little things that, those are important things to do if you're stepping on a regional
Yeah,
stage that you need to pay
right,
attention to.
right. I mean, you have to freaking dial in. You
Yeah.
need to dial in for prep regardless. Like, if you're
Yeah.
gonna do something, do it right, but don't like fuck around and expect to go on the national stage and then do anything of like anything
Of-
groundbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. And like there's obviously like a time and place for macros and things like that. But like when you're getting close to a show and your body is getting close to being like you have the shape and muscularity, like you should want to leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
Like it blows my mind sometimes. S-
Yeah.
And
You
then like it also blows my mind sometimes like so last year, Brittany Fit Brit does hair.
mhm.
Uh, she won her class at Battle of Texas in December, which is the largest regional show. I think there were maybe like 800 total athletes for
Holy,
that entire show, men and women in all the divisions. But she won her fucking class. Like, hell yeah. And me and Ben were both like, yo, nationals next week. And she was like, no. I'm like, what? What?
oh my God. Yeah.
Wild. That was almost like you were in front of these judges, you got first place. You literally just needed to dial it in a couple more days. And I get like finances and logistics and things like that, but it kind of frustrates me that way too. When I know someone may be ready and it's like, no, like please.
Right. Just go. I
Oh,
needed a little push to do this show.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it'll be whatever I've like I'm at. This is gonna sound really bad. And so this is what like I'm at the point where like I don't care what like I've accepted what like yeah duh we want to go get a pro card but like whatever happens and like I get to move after like I get done competing like I just know like I'm for sure not doing another show after this one so it's like what's done is done and whatever happens happens and I'm gonna go have fun and there's it's just like having this mentality towards it like took the pressure off. Like I'm obviously still doing everything in my fucking power to bring my best, and we are on the right track to do that. But it's just like it's just gonna be. I'm gonna be freaking bent out again of how chill.
Well, and I think that like that obviously is it's such an advantage for you. I like that's a pretty big superpower that you can just be at peace with where you're at. Like obviously we want you to turn pro. And for
Yes.
whatever reason, if that doesn't happen, we did exactly what the judges wanted us to do. They told you to go to junior nats. We are bringing up all of the areas that they told us to bring and to work on, so like I think it'll be obviously it'll be a little bit disappointing if you don't turn pro, but like you, regardless, I'm just so fucking proud of, what because it's hard to go from like this gap in between these shows
Yeah.
and not really know what's going to happen, and to keep going. So, I mean, it's just been really cool to watch you these past couple weeks, just like get into this mind like you've always been in a good mindset,
Mhm.
but like you're just like owning your shit pretty much.
That's all I can do. I just got like chills, like thinking about the like my side by side pictures yesterday, like from 10 days out from Junior USA or 7 days out and then 10, like
Yeah.
whoa. I mean, we You can do a lot in 4 weeks. Who would have
Yeah.
thought?
Yeah, and like also like we can tell that you're ready, like been ready for the national stage because you're not so flustered with everything. Like you take the feedback that both Ben and I give you and you execute it. You ask questions when it's appropriate, and you're just incorporating this prep into your life. It's
Mhm,
not like you're like when you stepped on the North American stage, it was almost kind of like a middle finger in the air to your ex-husband almost. So it's like you were doing that show to almost prove other people wrong.
mhm.
Instead of this, you're doing it for Beckon.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out well for me. We didn't prove anything to anybody. Um, yeah.
And like you're just it like once because once you turn pro, it's that's why I say like I'm always in prep
Mhm.
because not much changes between when I'm building or cutting.
Yeah.
Like obviously I have more cardio and less food right now, but I'm still getting my water in. I'm still practicing posing. I'm still stretching. I'm still training hard. I'm doing all of these things in my normal daily life that like it's not like I'm flipping any big switches.
Right.
And that's how it should be. It should competing should be like an additive to your life, not just like take over everything. So
Mhm.
that's kind of like the acting like a pro. And I don't like saying that, but it's like almost true. Like you're acting like a pro. Like it's what you do.
I'm acting like a high level bikini competitor, which
Yeah.
is what everyone should act like.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, in terms of like knowing if you're ready for the stage, for the pro or for the national stage, what else would you say?
Dude, I like it's so hard for me to put into words like how important that you grasp, like people grasp this because it's been like 4 years of building and I still feel like I could be doing more. So like you go from this um spot of being delusional to to thinking you're just gonna go get on the national stage and get a really good placing to like now I'm like in the opposite. It's like almost impossible, which is why it's like such a driver. Like, holy fucking shit, I'm so close. Like the impossible is about to happen. And like I just cannot. I know I'm doing a shit job of explaining this, but like that is the takeaway that you guys need to have. It is fucking hard to get your pro card or to even get a top placing. And you have to be big. Like I want you to like you think like when I stood in line to get on stage at North Americans, I was looking around like these girls are fucking massive. Like huge glutes, huge shoulders. Like if you I mean, I was like a little thin little
You're
pole.
looping.
You need to have like muscle density and muscle maturity. Yeah, there's the outliers that like the genetic freaks, but most of you are not a genetic freak. And you know, it's just like you need to really get fucking real with yourself. And I mean, I think a lot of it is the like hoorah of, oh my God, I just did my first show. I got first place. I'm nationally qualified. Like I'm a national level competitor. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like you won first place at a regional show. We don't know like how big it was, but like I won first place at my regional show and there was two girls in my class. The first show I did, two fucking girls in my class. I was not nationally qualified. Okay. Like on paper, sure, but not even the slightest bit ready. So you need to take time, make sure like, if I had gone and competed on a national stage, like after I won my first show, like do the whole fucking stiff arm thing on stage and like posing was awful. Like you have to take time to learn things and like be good at um
Everything.
posing, making sure that you're not eating like an idiot, like understanding things like sodium intake and like how everything affects, like you have to take time to learn your body and to grow, like actually grow how to structure your meals to like bring your best, like pre-workout, post-workout, 50% of your carbs, like around like all of the things that we do like most people that start competing don't know fucking shit. Like you have to like take time to learn the sport. Like if you don't even know how to get your pro card, don't say that you are going to be going to do a national show.
Yeah. And you like, so obviously you had to requalify, but like your St. Louis show was essentially just like a little warm up to your national show. And we knew that.
Yeah.
And you brought your, a national ready physique for St. Louis, and that was the goal because we knew we were going to step on the national stage. And like you just did everything in your power during this prep. Like you said, you paid attention to obviously you're following like a pretty structured plan right now,
Mhm.
that like on our own. But like you paid attention to everything. Like you said, your meal timing, your water, you would send posing when I asked for it. Like these are just like little things that I like add up over time. Like if like Brittany, for example, I can tell she's ready for the national stage because she is half of a year into her building season and half
Mhm.
of a year like post show. She sends me a posing video every single check-in.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
It's just like
it's
that is another
remarkable.
thing that you have to be doing all year too. Like it doesn't just click all of a sudden when you start prep. Like it has to be a year-long thing. And that's the only way that you're, oh God damn it, that you're going to like improve is if like you don't just not train during
Yeah,
when you're not in prep. So,
it's just like I don't know. I could probably rant and range for a while. But regardless, you're ready for the national stage again. Take two, baby.
oh,
Well,
let's fucking go.
take three, but like take two this year.
Yeah, dude, just like I feel like the comeback for me was like my favorite fucking thing. Like going into St. Louis, like after a year and a half off and just like taking it. And then like the stage presence like was there. Like it felt so good. I mean, I am just like so happy with how this season has gone and just doing my thing. And yeah, that's just a side note.
I love it. I don't think I was ready for the national stage until I don't know. I mean, I wasn't upset with my Arnold look at all.
Mhm.
I mean, I at that time the Arnold Amateur was a big show.
Yeah.
It's not anymore, but I made it to finals, which at that time you only top 10 came back for the second day for finals. And that's when I like, my body was like getting ready. Um, but honestly, like when I won my regional show to requalify in 2020, that's when like we were like, oh shit, maybe we can do this. This is the Tampa Pro show, which is a huge show. I won my class and now it's just like fine tuning everything.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess my last thing to add would be don't fucking waste your money on
No,
doing a national show. Like of all the things, registration was $300. Um, the Airbnb was like 800, tan and makeup, that's at least 400. Um, your flight, my flight to Chattanooga was $700. Like,
that's why I'm driving. Ben gave me shit for driving.
No. Oh my God. It'll cost you like $150 to get there, if that. Like,
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're financially ready to step on the national stage and that you don't have a lot going on in your life.
yeah.
Like,
All the thing. Like, you have to pick it at the right time, dude.
even for you, like, yes, you were at that point in September when you did North Americans. I mean, you were settled
Yeah.
in Ohio, but it was still we were still like coming out of the divorce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Stress will fuck you in a
mhm.
major way.
And I
Like,
remember your sleep wasn't that good that
no.
prep either.
Mm-mm.
Probably until after that. Honestly, until after North Americans, I think is when your prep kind or your sleep kind of got better.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, you won then you went and won the overall
Hmm.
October. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
your
It's
sleep was
just,
you were more along the process of your divorce. Your sleep was good. You kind of had that kick in the ass at North Americans, and that propelled you to get your
yeah.
overall at Minnesota.
Yep. Yep. That was my win.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively. And a good place to end that season and not, not try to go do nationals. Like that's another thing. We knew I still wasn't ready to do nationals that year in December of 2022. And then I think I don't even remember if we even talked about me competing in 2023, but
I
like,
think we kind of talked about it, and then Paul was
yeah.
like, nah, she needs to grow. And we're like, all right.
Yeah, I had no problem. Like it was great to, take that time off. And obviously it's paying off. So
Obviously paying.
yeah, take time, take time to, like we have said many a times before, enjoy, like you said on one of the last ones, enjoy being a big dog in the NPC because once you to get your pro card, you're back at the bottom, which is also like next weekend with the super show thing. Like that's literally the last thing that I want to do, but obviously I would do it. But it's just like it's almost like, are they trying to embarrass us? It's like, hey, congratulations. Here's you're getting humbled.
It's like when you're a freshman in high school or something.
Yeah,
When you go from like the big bad eighth graders to like now you're just like this little
yeah,
fresh.
I know. But whatever. I'll do it and then they'll tell me grow your glutes and then that's what we'll do.
Yeah. See, I don't want to do that show. Well, I'm not going to be ready, but I don't want to do that show because I don't want to be get beat by someone who just turned pro. That would be me. I this is bad. I need to get my mindset better, but like watch, I would just get like last place
Oh my fucking God.
in
Stop.
front of all these girls that just got their
See it? It could be embarrassing either way. If you're a pro or a new pro, I can't. I wonder how many people will, like, how many pros are signed up for it.
I don't know.
It's like one.
Who knows?
But I will see next weekend. We'll see in 9 days. And we absolutely have to podcast next weekend. We need to like bang some episodes too because of all my moving and everything.
Yes. Yes.
That
Next.
is our goal.
Yes, we will do it 1000%. We have time.
Yeah, all the time. Let's
Okay,
go.
this is me manifesting it. All right. Well,
Oh,
if you have any questions about the national stage, what it takes to get there, please do not hesitate to reach out.
yeah.
Um,
Send us your pictures and we'll tell you if you're ready or not.
yes, you want to get roasted? Just
Yes.
kidding.
But
But okay, you can find me on Instagram. This is my new account. I'm still hoping I get my old account back. But you can find me on Instagram. I should have done this the day that it happened, but at Keeker's Laugh IFBB Pro is
Perfect.
where you can
And
find me.
yes, follow her.
Please
And
tell your
if you
friends and your
oh,
mom.
don't send me annoying messages. But you can find me on Instagram at Beckin_bikini. And we will see you live from Chattanooga next week.
Yes. Howdy, baby.
Cheers.
Cheers. What's up, guys? Coach Kiki here. I just wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of Champagne Gains. If you loved this episode, please make sure you do all of the things like, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating and review, and share with your champagne bestie. Champagne Gains is also brought to you by Coach Kiki LFG Gym Gear. Unlock the full power of your workouts with Coach Kiki's Let's Fucking Grow hip bands, long resistance bands, cable ankle straps, and hip thrust pads. For all of your sprinkle booty gains, check out CoachKikiLFG.com. Thanks, guys. Cheers.